I want to talk about something super, super vulnerable. And this shit has to be talked about because I know how important it is for me as a person to see other people's stories, especially when they're stuck. The hard times are really the toughest, but they're most pivotal. And gosh, one of those really, really supportive things in that is that you are not alone. We all go through it. Having that support and knowing you're not alone. Being pregnant has been super triggering for me. I mentioned before, I already have 2 daughters. I've had 2 pregnancies and I'm pregnant with my third, 22 weeks. For the first time in my life, I am growing a baby from such a different mindset. There was a point where that door was shut for me completely, but I was never really at peace with it, probably because I knew I was gonna have another one, but I was never really at peace with it. I remember many times, as early as latest as last summer, thinking, boy, what I wouldn't do to have another opportunity to do this again from the person I am today. Just appreciate it. Like, I grew up fast, but also like I skipped so much and like damaged myself in a sense. Like I went through so much in such a roundabout way, and it took me so long to find my way that I feel like I skipped over a couple things, and it caused me to be able to really appreciate and pause and be present and live my life and be as grateful as I am now. Just like with the totally different mindset I have now. It's very positive, it's very optimistic, it's very happy, it's very peaceful here. So to experience such a beautiful life altering thing from that place, I remember just like being in awe of the idea of it. So here I am, so happy and so grateful. There's still things that I'm like, I should be doing better at, like we still beat ourselves up over it. But I kind of let it come in and I let it go and I dismiss it. It doesn't really haunt me, but pregnancy is absolutely so triggering. Like I spent my entire life trying to get here. I am looking back at pictures from last summer and the summer before and like the past couple summers, and they are like almost like the only summers I've ever had in my life. I feel like I've had 3 summers so far. That's it. But the best summer of my life. I was eating, sleeping, living, breathing, moving like the girl I have always wanted to become. Beautiful thing is what another thing I keep saying is that when I was pregnant before, when I had my first 2 daughters, I wasn't skinny. I always had a belly. It was either I was overweight or I was pregnant. Like I never had a flat stomach. So to be able to watch this baby grow from a flat stomach is something like just so cool. So cool. It's kind of like never working out in the gym before and taking your body and seeing what it can do. Like, oh my God, like just from scratch. It's like, that's how I think of it. It's from scratch. Not that being overweight is wrong or incorrect or anything in a negative light, but for me, I didn't get to experience it the other way. And that was important to me apparently because I'm just so appreciative of it now. Obviously, I keep mentioning it. Just the idea of changing. For example, I tried on bathing suits the other day, and some of them were maternity, some of them were like the bathing suits I have, I've been rocking them. Again, like I said, the best couple summers I've ever had. They are skimpy little thong bikinis basically, and even my boobs have grown. So what I have is not gonna hold it in. So I had to look at other ones. I got some bathing suits, trying them on. I'm like, I just noticed a difference, like such a difference. Not in my stomach, like in my back. Like I just feel like my whole body's growing. But it's not triggering necessarily on a physical level. Like, yeah, that's what's happening. But as a result, the real trigger really is how it's making me feel. It is making me feel like the old Brianna. Like I had a lot of just beliefs that were holding me back, how I thought, how I moved, the people I had in my life, the things I tolerated, the lack of boundaries, the stress I took on, like that version of me going through this, because like that's attached to who I was. What came first was the inside, like who I was. And that's why I looked the way I did on the outside. So me being who I am today is a reflection of the inside. So when I see the outside, I automatically connect it to who I used to be. That is what's triggering for me. It's like, I just don't want to feel like her. I love her. I send her so much love. Like I forgive her. I'm so gentle with her. If I could hug her, I will. If I could send her a letter, I have. But it was a dark time. Like up until a couple years ago, it was a dark life. Like it was like, oh, it was just something I do not want to go back to. And I won't, because I am who I am today. It's not like I'm gonna relapse and just turn into something. It would take a lot of work, just like it took a lot of work to get here. I would have to be undoing who I am now to turn back into that person. I am just saying right now, I'm triggered. More women should talk about this. What it's like to, I don't actually know how much weight I've gained. I have no idea. I'm okay with that. I think I prefer that. I really don't want to know, to be honest with you. I don't want to know, because that number, I don't need to know it. If it's a good number, it can. I would dismiss it. I would know how to release it because I'm not attached to that. I'm very disconnected from that kind of thinking now. But if it's a really good number, it could entice me to really hone in on what I'm doing and making sure I continue doing that and maintaining. And how many days am I working out right now? Okay, like let's make sure we don't let that drop. If anything, let's step it up another day just in case. Like old thoughts can come in. Along with that, if it's a bad number, I'm gonna beat myself up. I'm gonna see it every time I look in the mirror. I'm gonna think about it when I'm eating my jelly beans. Like, I don't want that kind of havoc in my head anymore. I want peace. And that's the difference with this pregnancy and the other ones. But I really wanted to talk about pregnancy and how triggering it can be. But you know what? It is temporary. I have not changed who I am in any way, and I won't. And that's why this is gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay. I'm not gonna change anything because nothing has changed. I'm still working out, still showing up as the girl I have been the past couple years. I have honed in and looked at, okay, what are my pillars? What are the things that does keep me on track and keep me living as that version of myself? And I am prioritizing those things. They matter. So even though I'm pregnant, like nothing has stopped, slowed down, or changed. I understand that's different for everybody, especially with how you're feeling. Sometimes there's things that are just inevitable, but I am very fortunate and nothing had to change for me. I am still on the same path in the journey and there's no reason to worry. This is a beautiful chapter. It's temporary and I'm gonna embrace every second of it. That's what I wanted. That's why I wanted the second opportunity, so I could feel like this and appreciate it and know that I can now handle triggers and it doesn't have to send me spiraling. Nothing's changing. I just wanted to shed some light on you guys. Have a good day.